It's time to share tricks that professionals use to achieve successful design projects. I have this design I received during the week from a designer. I'm going to review the design and I'm going to recreate my version. Now, you guys are going to see my process on how I achieve successful design projects. Let's start. This is a nice project here. I like the fact that we can easily see the content and the information in the project. But the problem I have with this is the not telling the story right. All right. Yeah, the part of the giving room for space, the um, grouping the elements, which is the proximity in the project here, is beautiful. But this is not enough to make a design project look successful. There's the part of using the right illustration to inform the viewers. And that is what I noticed that this project lack. Before I recreate this, I'm going to show you guys how I mostly think whenever I'm asked to work on church flyer design. So I'm going to use the Bible passage here to get the right illustration in the project. Then I'll come back to this design and share what I noticed is not working in the project. So I already have the Bible passage open here. So I'm reading John 1 verses 1 to 4. And it says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind." This illustration here that this designer used is a bit close to the message. The Bible passage is talking about God being the Word. The Word is actually the light that gives life to man. And for us to get the right illustration for this, all right, we need to get something that shows light, showing man the way. Because when man is far from God, they find it difficult to see the light. They go far from the light. And remember, this Bible passage is talking about God being the light of all mankind. So for us to actually function the way God wants us to function, we have to focus on the light. We have to focus on God. And your focusing on God is what shows you the way on how to navigate through every situation in life. It's what shows us the way to live the life that really depicts God. So if I'm going to use any illustration for this, I'm going to use something that shows light, that shows paths. And then there's a man walking, maybe like a character walking on that path. So why I said this is a bit close to the illustration is because we have that path in the project here. The message is not really clear. All right. We have this part here. And I'm sure because of the Bible passage is why the designer used this light image here. All right. I'm sure that's why the designer used this light here. So whenever you're asked to work on design projects, see how you can simplify the putting together of the elements to help make them see and understand the message quickly. All right. So the use of this cloud effect with this image of a character in the cloud here is off. It's not really passing the message the right way. So what I'll do to really make you guys understand my point here is to create a new document. All right. And I'm going to make my width 1000. Height is going to be 1000. And I'm going to call this CP, which is church poster. My color mode is going to be on RGB. And I'm going to select the create button. All right. So this is the image that I downloaded to achieve this project. And I don't need to say too much on this. I already explained why I'm using this image, but I'm sure you guys can see the simplicity here. And I'm sure you can easily connect this to what the Bible passage is saying. So the light actually reflects God, then the character reflects man who is actually walking in the right path. All right, a man who is actually focusing on God. I'm going to sample the color from the image, and I'll create a new layer and call this layer BG, which is my background, because we need to fill this white part of the project. So I'm going to hold on Alt and hit the back space. Now, the type of character I'm going to use here is going to be something that show more of adventure. We get calls a lot from people who can't afford to pay for design school but want to learn design. Because of this, we started a foundation where we can be a blessing to these people. And we are looking at getting some gadgets and space in order for us to meet our goals. And this is where we need you to support us with your donation. If you have any amount you want to support us with, simply make use of the account details on the screen. If you're outside Nigeria, you can use the seller link below the account details. No amount is too small, no amount is too big. And we want to specially thank those of you who have been supporting us with your donation. Thank you. And the reason why I'm using more of an adventure type of character is because of um, what the Bible passage is talking about, which is uh, you, focusing on God. And for you to focus on God, there are some challenges, all right, that will come your way that uh, you're focusing on God is what's going to set you free from those challenges. So life is more like adventure, or the Bible passage is more like talking about the adventure of life. So I'm going to use a display type for this, all right, and I'm going to make my title dynamic. So I'm going to show you guys how I mostly do this. So I'm going to select the type 2 now, and I'm going to paste this here and change my color here to white. And the reason why I'm using a white color is because I need a color that is going to contrast the color on my background. Okay, so I'm going to position this here. All right, we actually don't need a tracking, so I'll activate the free transform there and make this bigger. Then I'll copy the next information, which is God, and hit Ctrl J and position this here. So the reason why I'm not really going to act too much drama with the title is because I need to make this simple enough for people to quickly see. Okay, so I'm going to paste the word off there. And because I want to make my title dynamic, I'm going to use a script type here like that. That is better. Okay, so then for the Bible passage, I'll change the color of this to this. All right. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to give room for proximity. I'm trying to group my elements so people see them in different groups. So I'm going to first play with the title. And when I'm done with the proximity on the title, then I'll go to the next um, part of the proximity. So activate the free transform and make this smaller. And this should come here. I'm not going to use bold here. I'm just going to play with regular, centralize that like that. Then centralize this also, and then centralize this again like that. So this should come down a bit like that. So this can move up a bit like that. So this space we have here is what really gives that achieving proximity there balance. Yeah, like that. And make sure this is well aligned to the dates, to the day and the time. Yeah, and let's see, is there any other thing we're missing? I don't think so. So this should be white. All right, yeah, this should be white because I'm trying to create separation between the word present and the panel 25 online Bible teaching. Okay, I think, yeah, this is better. So yes, so this is where I'm going to stop on this project, and let's see the before and after. So this is the after, and this is the before, and this is the after. Now, I'm sure you learned something from this tutorial. If you have not subscribed, remember to hit the subscribe button and remember to click the post notification bell so you get notified when I post my tutorials. Now, if you love this video, give it a thumbs up. If there's anything you want to share with me, drop it in the comment section. I'll do my best to reply you. Let's be a blessing to other designers. Share this video with other creatives. Let them also learn from this tutorial. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.